Hello, everybody. My name is Caleb, and this is Plugged In, a show that runs from Monday to Friday, delivering all gaming news and new game releases that I can find straight to you. Today is August 7th, 2026, and I gotta say, I want to talk. I know I talk about video games. I want to talk about movies real quick. I watched the original Godzilla, the original 1954, I believe is when it came out. The original 1954 Godzilla movie. I gotta say, it was pretty good. Like, it does show its age a little bit, but I think for the message that it was trying to tell and kind of like give to the audience, I think it does very well. And I think even today, like the message behind it still rings true. And yeah, honestly, I would say like go give like older movies a shot. Watch some older movies from like the 50s, the 60s. Like there's some great gems out there, and I think Godzilla is one of them. The original Godzilla, I think, is really really good, and you can kind of see why it spawned this massive franchise. I just want to talk a little bit about Godzilla, and just the movie's been on my mind recently. Let's go ahead and talk about video games here. Let's go into some video game news. First up here is Rockstar Games has announced an extended look for GTA 6 on August 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern, but it's premiering on Netflix. This is a weird one here, but don't worry if you do not have a Netflix subscription. The extended look will also launch on official Rockstar YouTube channel and the GTA 6 site around 9 p.m. Eastern on the same day. So it's a roughly like 6 hour difference between Netflix and it coming out publicly, but I'm sure when it airs on Netflix and after it's done airing on Netflix, well, I don't know. I don't think we know for sure if it's like a live stream or if it's just like a special, uh, just video you can view on Netflix. But either way, I would definitely expect after it airs on Netflix to see people start uploading it on socials and whatnot. Moving on here, Devolver Digital shares plummet after announcing a plan to go private. Their shares plunged 55.3% after they proposed canceling its AIM listing in return up to $5 million through a tender offer. They said the delisting and tender offer were subject to shareholder approval at a general meeting on the 8th of September. Cancellation requires support from at least 75% of voters cast in order to go through. Next up here we have is a lot of Nintendo news. This is going to be a lot of numbers, a lot of financial stuff because Nintendo put out their big financial report today. I got as much as I could, but if there's anything I missed, I'm sorry. But this is a lot of the things that I found that I thought were worth talking about. First up is Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is now the best selling game in the series. In the latest financial report, Nintendo said the game has sold 7.96 million copies by the end of Q1 of its current fiscal year. And as of August 5th, that number has now grown to more than 8 million copies sold, which is insane. To put it into perspective, Tomodachi Collection, which was the first Tomodachi game, which released in Japan only, sold 3.2 million copies in Japan alone. The sequel, Tomodachi Life, which released worldwide, sold 6.73 million copies. So, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream has far exceeded both of those by selling more than 8 million copies, and that is very impressive. Let's talk more about sales here. First off, the Nintendo Switch 2 has sold 23.68 million units, while the Nintendo Switch itself has sold 156.59 million units, which is an insane number to think about. And the games that go along with those is Animal Crossing New Horizons at 50.29 million units. We have Tomodachi Life, which we just talked about, which was 7.96 million. Donkey Kong Bonanza at 4.7 million. Pokemon Pokopia at 3.68 million. This is without Japanese sales, by the way. And Kirby Air Riders is at 1.9 million. These are all of the either new Switch 2 games that came out this year, or Switch 1 games that either came out or are brand new, or got big updates, Switch 2 updates like Animal Crossing New Horizons. And to see they're all doing pretty well, including Kirby Air Riders, which is getting up there, almost at 2 million units sold, which I would say is a huge success for a game like Kirby Air Riders. Also, here Nintendo shared their digital versus physical game sales ratio as per latest financials. Digital games make up 61.5% of sales, while physical makes 38.5% of sales. That is a bit smaller of a number compared to other numbers we've seen from other people, such as PlayStation and Xbox, but there's definitely still a favoritism there to digital compared to physical on all platforms. But the number for digital is a bit smaller here on Nintendo. Last bit of Nintendo news here. On July 28th, a 7.1 earthquake struck Kumamoto Prefecture, and Nintendo offers free hardware repairs to people affected by the Kumamoto earthquake. It will also be donating 50 million yen in relief funds to the Japanese Red Cross Society. Alright, moving away from Nintendo, Bandai Namco Entertainment President Nao Udagawa reportedly said that the Digimon IP has reached record profits after Digimon Story Time Strangers and the TCG has been doing very well. It even surpassed the time period where Digimon Adventures aired for the first time. Congratulations to Digimon. Kazutaka Kodaka has delayed Danganronpa 2x2 to 2027 because he wants to play GTA 6. When they announced the delay of the next Danganronpa game, he was asked if it was delayed because of GTA 6, and he said, quote, "I wouldn't have time to make the game while playing GTA 6," end quote. Moving on to some other announcements here. In a Deltarune Summer Newsletter 2026, Toby Fox shared that Deltarune Chapter 6 will be more shorter and straightforward and should release in 2027. A new look at Final Fantasy VII Revelations will be at Gamescom on August 25th at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. At the Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Anniversary Showcase, we got some news on some things here. First off, Ubisoft confirmed they are working on a new Ghost Recon. Tom Clancy's Wildlands free major update is now available, and Ghost Recon Future Soldier is free to claim for PC users. Next up here, Pokemon has released its own free Pokemon Pokopia Overlay Asset Pack for streamers. So if you're a Pokemon Pokopia streamer, go ahead and snag those. They look pretty interesting, in my opinion. Publisher Secret Mode opens a new internal development studio in Sheffield to support internal projects. Peak's final update launches August 11th. Quake is now available on Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. It includes the Dawn of the Machine and 3 expansions developed by Machine Games, titled Dimension of the Past, Dimension of the Machine, and the all-new Dawn of the Machine. Continuing along here, Fake Me was announced for PC. Utterly Lost launches September 23rd on Steam. Wild Blue Skies is coming to Nintendo Switch this fall, launches August 13th on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. Kairos the Blur of Revenant New Order announced for PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Toem 2 launches September 29th on PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Brave Dungeon The Meaning of Justice launches August 8th on PS5, already on Nintendo Switch and PC. Warrior Cats Clans of the Forest launches this year on Xbox Series, PS5, Switch 1 and 2, and PC. Mr. Trippy was announced for PC. Endless Legend 2 1.0 launches September 17th on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. Rainbow Billy The Book of Fears Prologue demo is now available on Steam. And X Sangaius launches on Steam Early Access on September 10th. Alright, what's out today? Well, it's only 4 things that we have here. First off, Expedition Samurai will be launching on Early Access on PC, Brainrot on PC, Rogue Eclipse on PC, and Street Fighter 6 is holding an event called The Way of the Oni Cross the Way of the Fist collab event. So go ahead and jump into that event if you're a Street Fighter 6 fan. Alright, that's all the news I got for y'all today. Hope you all enjoyed, and if you made it to the end, give a like, give a follow. All of it helps. And just to let you all know, I do have an Instagram, I have a TikTok, I have um, a Blue Sky. You can follow me on all those socials if you want to stay up to date on all things regarding Plugged In and what Plugged In will be doing. It really means a lot. And yeah, that's about it for me. I'm going to go ahead and hop on out of here. So, hope you all have a good rest of your day or night. Happy gaming.